Steve, if you look up in the dictionary under totalitarianism, it defines totalitarianism in shorthand as big government colliding with big business. And what do you have with the Democratic Party but big corrupt business and big corrupt government colliding together to push the little guy around and to achieve their means? The violence. What about the summer of hate? What about the other acts of hatred that have come from the left against American people? Against Supreme Court justices, against anybody who dared stand up to the American left.
Well, yeah, and there's something else. The Republicans are this violent, I don't remember it was Republicans that shot up a baseball game from members of Congress. I don't believe it was Republicans that shot and killed a woman on January the 6th. I don't believe it was Republicans that burned down Minneapolis, Portland, Seattle, and Kenosha. I don't remember it quite that way, Craig, but you're a historian. Maybe I'm off base.
No, you're completely on base. You're completely on base, Steve, and we haven't even scratched the surface. Look, violence is a part of left-wing ideology. Going back to Stalin and his purges, Mao and the Cultural Revolution, Lenin and his murderous ways, is that Hitler, a National Socialist who was a left-winger, let's get that straight once and for all, Hitler was a liberal. National Socialism. The state controls the means of production and distribution. The genocide of the Holocaust is that case after case after case, left-wing ideology always leads to death and mayhem.
Yeah, and a few others you could throw in Idi Amin and Pol Pot. We can get a few other folks on the list, right? I mean,
well said.
Socialism and central planning and tyranny and actual fascism. It's weird. The Republicans are fascist. Really? We must be the first small government fascists in world history. We want a little small government. We don't want government, right?
Yeah, right. I've given many lectures over my time and talked to many people when I say that conservatives are uncomfortable with power. They don't like power. People look at me like I have three heads. But that's the very definition of American conservatism is a baseline uncomfortableness with big authoritative state. And what do we want to do? We want to send it back to the states, localities, and individuals. That is federalism in practice.
Defined. That's what it is. And in fact, if you look at where this country has gone wrong, I can name three presidents now: Woodrow Wilson, FDR, and now Joe Biden, that have taken the administrative state, taken the strength of government to turn against its own people.